Welcome to Šilalė, a region of rivers and hill forts, a place where you can find sea and even India. Šilalė district is located in west of Lithuania in Samogitia region. It is right on the way of a highway between Vilnius and Klaipėda, with Klaipėda being around 80 kilometers away and the capital Vilnius more than 240 kilometers away. Population of Šilalė district reaches around 20,000. Šilalė is mostly known for its natural attractions. There are 2 regional parks in the area, making it one of the most popular regions for kayaking in the country. But more about that later. While Šilalė district may not have many historical sites like larger cities, it does offer some cultural and historical attractions for visitors to explore. One notable museum in Šilalė district is Baubliai Museum in Bijotai village, which is easily accessible from Vilnius-Klaipėda highway. It is actually the smallest museum in Lithuania. It's just these strange-looking little houses with an interesting history behind them. In the early 19th century, the poet Dionysas Poška lived in a small manor surrounded by forests with centuries-old oak trees. One oak tree, close to 1,000 years old, was drying and dying, so he and the villagers decided to cut it down and repurpose its trunk to build tiny garden houses. The biggest one is 12.5 meters wide. Later, the poet used this house as his writing place and collected various artifacts. He opened the museum in 1812, which also means that it is the oldest museum in Lithuania. Quite a quirky one. This little museum and the park surrounding it is also a great place for a casual walk after a long ride through the highway. Another interesting place to visit is the house museum of quite a daredevil, Stasys Girėnas. Every Lithuanian is familiar with the names of the pilots Steponas Darius and Stasys Girėnas, who made history in aviation. In 1932, aboard a Belanka CH-300 airplane named Lithuania, they took off from New York and flew across the Atlantic Ocean, with their destination set for Kaunas, Lithuania. Even though they tragically crashed in Poland due to bad weather conditions, the flight covered a distance of more than 6,400 kilometers, without landing in 37 hours and 11 minutes. In terms of comparison, their non-stop flight distance result ranked second only to that of Russell Boardman and John Polando, and they ranked 4th in the terms of flight duration at the time. Although Darius and Girėnas did not have navigational equipment and flew under unfavorable weather conditions, their flight was one of the most precise in aviation history. So here in Šilalė district there is a hometown museum of Stasys Girėnas. Now it's time to take a look at Šilalė town, the center of the district. It is quite small but charming. There is a large park surrounding a lake at the heart of the town. It was lovely for a walk, and there was a very nice restaurant at the lake shore as well, offering meals that can rival those of good restaurants in Vilnius. While there isn't much to do in town, there is one place it is known for, the Sports and Leisure Center. It has a good swimming pool and relaxation zone to which people come from other regions as well. From here, let's go to one of the most well-known places in Šilalė district, Medvėgalis Hill. It is a natural and historical landmark surrounded by other hills and lush greenery. At the height of approximately 234 meters above sea level, Medvėgalis Hill offers panoramic views of the surrounding Samogitian countryside. Most places in Lithuania that are higher than this are just part of higher elevation grounds, so there are no steep, visible hills like the highest spot in the country located in Vilnius district. They even had to build an observation tower for people to see the surroundings. But in Samogitia, and especially in Varniai Regional Park, the hills are more distinct. One actually needs to climb them, and there are wide views all around. Medvėgalis is the tallest hill in Samogitia. It is actually a hill fort where a castle used to stand back in the 14th century. It served as a central place for defense against the Crusader invasions. Not far from here, there is another hill known as Aukštagirė. This is where Lithuanians from the west hit the slopes in winter. Furthermore, there is an observation tower nearby to check out the surroundings, even in the summer. And there is something to do here in summer as well. Girė and Medvėgalis are connected by a bicycle route through the gorgeous landscapes of Varniai Regional Park. Its length is 23 kilometers and it passes by over hill forts leading to the lakeside of Parš as well. Parš is one of the local favorite lakes for swimming. There is also a large beach and camping complex on its shore. And this is just a small part of Varniai Regional Park. I will tell more about it in my upcoming video about Telšiai district, where the rest of the regional park is located. Now it's time to explore the rivers of Šilalė district, which it is famous for. Why? Because of kayaking. There are two very popular rivers for kayaking here, which attract people from all over the country. One of them is called Jūra, which means sea in Lithuanian. It is unclear why the river is called a sea, but it is a lovely place for kayaking. A few years ago, I also came for a kayaking trip here. Jūra offers beginner-friendly kayaking routes. One wonderful place to stop when kayaking or even come to visit by car is Padėvaitės Hill Fort. It is a place where yet another defensive castle used to stand, but now it is a charming place for a walk or to rest at the campsite. There is also a suspension bridge to cross to the other side. Šilalė region is well known for its numerous hanging bridges across the rivers, with one located every few kilometers. Another river renowned for kayaking and its suspension bridges is Akmena. The name of Akmena river is quite clear. Akmuo means stone, and it is obvious why it's named like this. The river is full of stones. Because of its challenging rapids, Akmena River is one of the most extreme rivers for kayaking in Lithuania. It must be thrilling to kayak here in spring or after a big rain. One of the best places to see an abundance of stones is near the village of Andrijaičiai, where there is a campsite perfect for barbecues. Akmena is also famous for its surrounding landscapes. It takes a large part of Pagramantis Regional Park. One interesting place by the river is a hill fort of India. While it seems like it's called after India, the country, its name is actually an old Lithuanian word, with India meaning the depth of the earth. Nevertheless, there was even a photography exhibition about this place in Delhi. There are many more sites to see further down the Akmena River in Tauragė district, where it also meets river Jūra in a confluence. So that is all about Šilalė district. While it doesn't have many tourist attractions, I believe it is a beautiful destination for outdoor activities in nature. It is one of the best places for kayaking in the country, and Varniai Regional Park is great for cycling in the summer and skiing in the winter. See you in Šilalė, and thanks for watching.